Hey, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to KocoSports. It's where the world is cash, home for common sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. I am the huge one, aka the idiot Dave Koco from DAVKOCO.com. And I'm about to ask you the most important question that you have ever been asked a day in your life. AEW Dynamite this week, blood and guts. Do you give it a win, loss, or tie? What did you think of the show? Leave your opinions and comments down below. Me, I just give it a win. I give it a win. It was adventurous. AEW has been in a lot of jams, and I feel like blood and guts and the Forbidden Door, they're getting out of those jams. And, you know, they have so many people, according to the internet reports, I'm not there, so many people that are sick, so many people that are injured, and they just keep pulling out good show after good show after good show. You might be getting to Paul Heyman status here. You fix a couple things, it's pretty good. So, overall, I really enjoyed it. We do watch parties for AEW, Impact, Noah, New Japan, and Brawl USA, and so much more at twitch.tv/KocoSports. I was a little tired. I've been putting in like 10, 12-hour days over at Twitch, and I apologize for this video being one day late, and I just want to add a correction at the end of the video. But overall, I give it a win. I am reading the results off tpww.net. No affiliation whatsoever. They just make their results easy to read, and I like that. Quick match results. All right. You got Orange Cassidy defeating Ethan Page. Overall, I thought it was an okay opener, and I think, you know, like I said, for those that don't know, I've retired recently, and to retire at this age, I had to work really, really hard, and I had to make sacrifices. And independent wrestling was the sacrifice. YouTube was a sacrifice. And now that I'm retired, I'm getting back into it. I only watched AEW in New Japan, and now I'm trying to slowly but surely expand out and cover more things. And I'm learning about Orange Cassidy. Some people sent me videos on YouTube, and I think he's creative. I think he's original. But I think a lot of fans that either don't follow indies or stop following indies for a while just because of different goals have really been impressed with him. I mean, the Will Ospreay match, he really showed up. And this match, he did it. So he had a great week. His stock is rising. And that's why I haven't been able to watch the indies, because I've been working hard to retire, and I'm going to expand into the indies. But I know people that they're not sacrificing the indies, but they don't watch the indies. They only watch one product, and it feels good. I saw AJ Styles. I saw Ibushi. I saw Kenny Omega. I saw Christopher Daniels. I saw Roderick Strong. I saw these guys all down in the indies, and when they go up and they succeed, there's a special feeling about that as a fan. So I don't experience that with Orange Cassidy, but I've experienced with other wrestlers. And I'm just saying, support your local indies. It's really cool to see a guy that you paid $5 to $20 wrestle in front of 100 people, main event Wrestle Kingdom. Have a great match at Forbidden Door, at main event WrestleMania, or be at WrestleMania. It's a very good feeling tracking those guys. So I kind of feel bad because I sacrificed that feeling. So I'm just discovering a lot of these guys for the first time. But Orange Cassidy's had a great week. Luchasaurus is now evil dinosaur. Remember when he was supposed to be smart? He was tricked by Christian Cage, the crooked guidance counselor. He defeats Serpentico. Guys, can I tell you an embarrassing story? The first hour, all short matches, all crisp matches, pretty good. But Serpentico, I don't have the best memory in the world, hence why I read match results. I was in a really bad accident in the military, and my short-term memory is bad. It's why I can't be a sports reporter. It's why, I just hide on the internet and have fun. We were doing a watch party at twitch.tv/KocoSports. I don't know if I mentioned that before. And at which point my friend goes, ain't it amazing Serpentico is in AEW? Well, I guess. Sure, whatever, dude. Fucking Serpentico's in AEW. Good for him. And James Legend goes, don't you know who he is? I'm like, no. He's blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, cool, man. Yeah, fucking good for him. Fucking thanks for bringing up James Legend. We're live. He goes, dude, weren't you and him good friends? I'm like, I don't know about good friends. I hope we weren't good friends. I literally forgot who he was. But he's worked for me before and rooting for him. But yeah, memories. They're fun. Danhausen and FTR defeat Max Caster and the Gunn Club via pin by Danhausen on Austin Gunn after Anthony Bowens accidentally hit Austin with his crutch. It looks like, Max Caster and the Gunn Club must be breaking up. It looks like Billy Gunn's stuck with them. Overall, this was short, sweet, and entertaining. Short, sweet, and entertaining. Then you got the TBS Championship. Jade Cargill. Jade Berg defeat Leila Gray. To me, this, there's problems in the booking, especially with the women. The problem right now is AEW started off bad with women's wrestling. People pretend they like Stardom, but don't actually like Stardom. So when a Stardom star shows up, they're like, what the fuck is this? And once you're like Dixie Carter, or once you're AEW's women's division, or once you're a WWE main eventer, you get this stink about you that, like, no matter how much you improve or how much you do a great job, it's like, yeah, but come on, I'm a great wrestler, really? Come on, you main event WWE, get a good wrestler, this fucking guy. Oh, fucking Impact has gotten better. Okay, fucking Dixie Carter, right? Okay, Impact's gotten better. I feel like that stank as far as the AEW women's division, but they're so close. Like, I'm always like, no, the AEW's women's division's good. They're booking Jade. They're hiding her weaknesses. And then, like, they make mistake after mistake, and you're like, come on. It's just like one or two fucking, like, it is like watching a 0-15 NFL team that literally, if they just fixed one or two plays, it would be amazing. And that's the women's division. I think booking-wise, Jade is amazing. Overall, super excited to see what she could do. And maybe it's the booker in me. Maybe it's the promoter in me. I love when a wrestler gets over, has short matches, and is green. And you have to kind of hide them. Like a young Bobby Lashley. Fucking, man, who else? Who else was good at hiding? I'd hate to say it. Maybe Kane. I don't know. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. But Bobby Lashley back in the day was so good, especially Bobby Lashley's Impact run. He was so good at hiding his weaknesses. Paul Heyman was great at this. Taz, Rhino. Fuck, the ECW roster. And I feel like Jade, they're doing a good job booking her. They're doing a really good job booking for her, and I'll be rooting for her. Now, it's going into the second hour, and there's only one match left. Only one match left. You got Blood and Guts match. You got the Blackpool Combat Club. John Moxley, Eddie Kingston, Claudio, Wheeler Yuta, Santana, and Ortiz defeat the Jericho Appreciation Society. Chris Jericho, Sammy G, Daniel Garcia, Jake Hager, Matt Menard, and Angelo Parker. Apologize if I don't know too much about those last two guys. Via Scorpion Deathlock by Claudio on top of the cage. This is a good match, especially if you like hardcore, especially if you like the old school war games type matches. It is a really, really good match, but there's so much happening at once. I remember even when I was watching it live, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to watch it again. Oh, I can't wait to watch it again. I think it's a must watch. I don't know if it's a 5-star or 5 Okada, the greatest match of all time, but I think it's one of those matches that watching it once doesn't do it justice just because there's so many moving parts to it. And I think it's one of those things, maybe it's not the best match ever, but I'm sure you could put that match in a year from now and it'll be enjoyable. You'll pop it in 2 years from now and it will be enjoyable. There's a lot going on, and there's a ton of blood, ton of people busted open. Santana was injured, so hopefully he'll be okay. So I don't think I'm 90% sure Santana didn't go to the top and celebrate with the crew. He was hurt for a long time, so hopefully he'll be okay. So many injuries just in pro wrestling. I don't know. I know other YouTubers and other Twitter people have been saying it, and I know people have been debating it for a long time as far as, do they go too hard? Do they, And plus, I imagine having it completely change, the world completely change and come back. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm a big fan, and granted, it's impossible. It's like, I'm a big fan of off seasons, and I'm a big fan of not fucking having as many events. And I'm also a big fan of big rosters and rotating wrestlers in. But there's like people, the roster's too big, the roster's too big, the roster's too big. Half the roster's out with injuries or sickness or, just personal lives. I am okay with squash matches every now and then to put someone over. I'm okay with, hey, his storyline's over. He's going to take a break, in a perfect scenario, which will never happen in off season, maybe an event that only has big events. I don't know. I thought about that with Noah. Noah recently had such a huge event at Cyberfight. And I was like, what if you had a company that once a month put on a giant event like Pride Fighting Championship, or recently Cyberfight, or WrestleMania? WWE's all the product looks the same, so it's kind of hard. But what if there was like a pay-per-view special event once a month, and that was the company? Like the company was that. Like you could do an interview, you could take it, and just once a month there's a giant thing. I don't know. And I'm also a bigger fan of shorter matches. I don't know if it's because Okada, after he got married, just has 90-minute matches that go nowhere. I think we're like a lot of wrestlers, especially in New Japan, are obligated. Like, oh man, well, this is the main event. We have to at least go 48 minutes. No, you don't. You don't. Have shorter, more exciting matches. But that's just me. Overall, I give it a huge win. And someone in the comments, I apologize. I don't remember her name, and you've been commenting up a storm, and I apologize for that. During our AEW review of the pay-per-view, Forbidden Door, I forgot to mention Shibata. And I know Rant and Review mentioned it a lot. Make sure to check out Rant and Review. He was there live. I don't have the best memory, and I also read the results like off the website. And I also live in Japan. I don't, like, we did mention it on Twitch. We're like, oh, he's back. Oh, will he wrestle? Do you think American doctors will clear him? But for the review, if you were there live, like Wrestling Ranton, it was a big deal. But if you were in Japan, why would it be a big deal? He's already appeared. Unless he's going to wrestle. I mean, hasn't he even appeared in America already? I don't know. Being there live, to me, what me and my friends were talking about mostly here is the American reaction to the guys in the ring. So I apologize. I probably mentioned Shibata. I don't know. I made a mistake by not mentioning him, but I don't think it was as big a deal for me. We've already seen him live. We've already come back. I don't know. Maybe I should have covered it more. For that, I apologize. I know we got a comment. We'll be doing a comment time video soon. But, sometimes you got to eat crow and make mistakes. And I made a mistake. I just don't know if it's that big of a mistake. I don't know. Unless Shibata says, hey, American doctors cleared me, I'm going to wrestle in AEW and New Japan USA, then fuck yeah, I'm going to shit my pants in fucking happiness. But him just showing up, that magical event happened, and that was fucking man tears. So maybe it's a big deal for America. I'm not really sure. But yeah, anyway, I missed that. I apologize. Someone left it in the comments, and just thought I'd do it. Overall, give both AEW events a win, and they're starting to win me over with Paul Heyman Lucha Underground Trust. And what I mean by that is, I'm like, oh, whatever they do is going to be good. And it's hard to do that to a fan that, A, has worked in the business, and a fan that has been fucking just demolished over and over and over and over again. And a fan that has seen when you're, I love the corporation, those 3 letters are mine. It always fucking crashes. Always fucking crashes. ECW is untouchable. Lucha Underground's untouchable. WCW is untouchable. All Japan is untouchable. Pro Wrestling Noah's untouchable. They're back. They're forth. New Japan has always been on top. That's not the case. That's not the case. So, yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. But overall, huge win. I apologize. I should look up the guy, but I just apologize. I also mentioned something in the comments about it. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be doing WWE news, Impact, and we'll be doing an Impact watch party and an AEW watch party tomorrow on twitch.tv/KocoSports. We are KocoSports on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and the TikTok. It is the summer of Koco. I might be a little bit more tired on these YouTube videos, because on Twitch, they gave me a fucking award. And I want to try to break my records. I want to call it the summer of Koco. So I'm going to try to do one to 5 videos a day, depending on news and reviews. And I want to do 6 to 10 to 12 to 24 hours a day on Twitch. I probably won't work this hard again. I just want to know that I can do it. You know, it's a challenge. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. With that, I am over. Hey,